Guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be doing sorry, my voice is still gone. But today we're going to be doing an anime style video. So we'll be using my my white wig that I used, like I said, I had for my graduation. And I'm going to be doing the anime character Mei Mei from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I will not lie, I watched season 1 and then I forgot to watch season 2. And I think it's probably up to season 3 by now. And I do like this show, don't get me wrong. I just end up forgetting about shows. And that sucks. But I was enjoying the show. Wasn't complaining about it, honestly. I just need to get back on it, I'll say. The brush I'm using is honestly my detangler brush. I like this brush a lot. It came in handy when I was detangling the Rapunzel wig. So that's why I'm just going to use it for this. I feel like it'll be less work. She's already kind of cooperating for the most part. But at the same time, she hasn't been out of commission as long as the Rapunzel wig. I'm probably going to have to turn up the volume on this video because my voice barely exists. But we'll figure it out. Yeah. Hold on, let's just take her off a bit. There we go. See, she's a pretty wig. My friends put the makeup in for my complexion and all that. They plucked it for me. I only paid like maybe 30, 40 bucks for this wig from the beauty supply store that's not far from me. Well, one of the beauty supply stores, but this is the closest one. To be honest, I kind of want to go around to different beauty stores and just do some shopping, at least in my area. And to be fair, I want to do one when I start driving. So I started driving lessons, I'll say, honestly, in about February. I did the test. I did the 5-hour class, and I did the lessons and all the lessons. I did. I paid for the lessons. I had like about 7 of them, I believe. So 7 lessons, and I did this like all pretty much right up until like 2 weeks. I was trying to get my license before my 30th birthday. Didn't end up happening. And then every time I told myself, I was like, yeah, we're going to get it next time. We're going to get it next time. Something ends up popping up. Something ends up popping up. Something always ends up popping up. So I was just like, dude, now it's supposed to be a whole full year circling back. And if I don't get it soon, if I don't get this license soon, then I'm going to have to take the 5-hour class again, and I'm going to have to pay for that again. And that's not happening. So after this holiday season, I'm taking a road test. Nothing's stopping me from taking a road test. And it's like anything with the holiday season is that money's already tight because, holidays. And I have limited income. But on top of that, in January is my daughter's birthday. Not even a full month after Christmas is her birthday. So I get the pleasure of that struggle of having a January baby. But at least she's not like a week or 2. It's about 3 weeks. So. Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. She's for the most part detangled. This is one. There we go. Anyway, so she is now detangled. So Mei Mei's specific hairstyle. This is the front. Mei Mei's hairstyle is honestly not complicated. I just got to figure out which side I want to put her braid on. Uh, honestly, I feel like I should just cut it in half. I'm not gonna lie, I do love this wig so much. I feel like she's perfect. One of the things that I do want to achieve with my hair once is to actually end up going platinum. But the amount of lightening that I'm gonna have to do and the amount of care I'm gonna have to do, that's gonna be a whole separate story. Of course, I forget my combs. So we're gonna use the tip of my ventilating brush. One of the things that I want to work on is making my own lace fronts. That's gonna be its own trick. I plan on making lace fronts with acrylic hair, and I have all the hair for that. I have all the hair for that. So it's going to be pretty fun trying to figure that out. But I have a ventilator tip thing. All the little tips are in here. So I don't have to worry about losing them. I keep them inside with my wig bin, which is where she stays. And Rapunzel normally stays, but Rapunzel is out because um she still all has her cute little bobbles in it in her hair. My kids loved it. Said, "Oh, it's so pretty." I want to get this done because the funny thing is that like I said before, that I have a lot of hobbies and such. Um, I have Christmas gifts that I need to sell, and with me being sick, I've been out of it and haven't really been wanting to do anything. So I'm trying to make it work. You know, it'd be nice if I remembered basic things. So of course I forget my scrunchies. Somebody's hitting the door gently. It's my son. Hey, Papa, can you go get me some scrunchies from the hairband? I heard him pressing against the door, so that's kind of funny. It took him a minute to find it. Then he couldn't find it. So I got up and I got it myself. Just a bag to keep them all together. These are the regular hair scrunchies that I use for me and my kids because, again, this is my wig. This wig isn't going to anybody else. If it was going to somebody else, it's a whole separate bag. So you do the end of that braid. And again, due to the having it a braid, if I was to make this for a client, I would have a similar color type tulle or mesh and encase it that way and then sew into the mesh for the details. And I think I'll probably show you what I mean another time. I learned this again from another cosplayer. She was doing a Jinx cosplay, I believe. I think that's her name. I know she was from, what is it? Arcane. I know she's from Arcane. Sorry, didn't watch it. Watched the first episode with my sister. Cried, and I said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do this the whole show. Can't make me." So, yeah, that didn't happen. But her braid idea was just like so cool, and I like that idea. But um, maybe when the next times I do a wig, I'll show you what I was talking about. Maybe a wig that I'll actually give away. That'd be nice to do a giveaway. Okay, kind of. And for wig to sell, I would never leave her this frizzy. I have a lot of glue. So I would glue it down with tube glue and spray adhesive like hairspray. So the glue like gel and the glue adhesive like hairspray to make sure everything is smooth, everything is flat, and everything is all together. And to be honest, if I find like another wig like this, I would probably style it into a Eevee type wig or an Umbreon type wig. Eevee is my favorite Pokemon. If anything, I'll probably end up making an Eevee wig and showing you how I would format that for a client. So here we go. Now we're doing the braid. Because again, Mei Mei's hairstyle isn't even that complicated. And I do like it because it's not that complicated. I didn't know exactly what I should do with, with the hair, who I should cosplay with this specific wig. When you think of cosplaying somebody, you think of the person you want to cosplay, not the other way around with, oh, what do I have and who can I cosplay as? So I looked up, hey, white haired anime characters, and Mei Mei popped up, and I'm like, oh, well, I did like her hairstyle. The other one that popped up, which is funny, is Yue from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I do love me some Yue, but I would go above and beyond. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna half-ass Yue. Avatar deserves all the proper attention and glory. And if I was to do Yue, I have to do full Yue, all the hair, squiggles, and everything, all of it. She gets all of the details, and maybe I'll do that one day. I've seen a few people who have done UA cosplays as of recently, and I do like that. But for right now, we just did with a nice, cute little Mei Mei because it was simple, and I wouldn't feel horrible that I didn't put as much detail into it as I wanted to, and blah blah blah. There's not much detail that goes into Mei Mei's wig. Like I said, she has two braids, one covering an eye in the front, and the other one just dangling in the back. And sis here is kind of long. Kind of long. So, I'm going to do her up. I'm going to do her up. I'm going to put her on, and then I'm going to do a quick little makeup look. Nothing crazy. Mei Mei really just wears a red lip, and a little bit of heavy eyeliner. So it's not like I have to go over the top when it comes to her makeup look either. Maybe I'll put on an eyelash, and I will literally just take a picture that's just like that. Just like that. Put an eyelash, put a red lip on, and that's it. But we'll do that. I feel like this was the longest part. So I'll be back. As you can see, I redid the braid to cover up one eye. You know, like the cosplay itself. Yes, there's hair in my eye. Ow. Okay. But yeah, so to redid it, put on one braid over one eye. And now I'm about to do my makeup. Y'all seen me do my makeup before, so I'll probably just do a time lapse for that, of me just putting it on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of like scoot this back while I do my face. Yeah, I just threw the wig on. Nothing crazy. Like you still see a little bit. I didn't put a wig cap on. Didn't really feel like it. So yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup.
Will admits that Cass showing up.
Alright, guys. So, quick makeup, nothing crazy. A little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of eyeshadow. She doesn't really wear eyeshadow, but I want to give my lids at least a little something. So just use the Baby Got Peach in its half-baked color, just for a little bit of color, nothing too crazy. So here we go. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Yeah, I had this clip back while I was doing the makeup. But thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. And can't wait to see y'all again next time. Bye for now.